What's up, y'all? This is Eric from Meet the Computer Solution, and this is Monday Morning Hangover. Wow. I want to say what's up to everybody. We do this every Monday morning, and it's been an exciting weekend. We're going to get into it. Let me go down in and get myself together here. I want to say what's up to everybody that's coming along the stream. What's happening with you, man? Look, I started this Monday morning stream because, a lot of people always ask a question about, man, they can't see the streams at night. It's different time zone and stuff like that. So I wanted to do Monday morning streams for you guys. All right. So before we get into it, let me refresh here. All right, so I see that I'm live. Usually on Monday Morning Hangover, we talk about things that happened over the weekend. We had a lot of stuff that happened over the weekend, so we go get into it. I like to talk about tech. I really do, but we like to get into a little sports scores. We do know, and I predicted this, by the way. Last Monday, I talked about this, about the two teams that I'm picking for the Super Bowl. We got the results in, and I think we're going to be good as far as our Super Bowl teams. Let me get into this here real quick. Let me send out my tweets. Yes. Boom. All right, so we got Atlanta. Atlanta beating out Green Bay. Atlanta, man, wow, what a crazy game that was, right? Atlanta dominated that game. And it was weird. 44-21. Atlanta 44-21 in that game, by the way. And then the next game, and I said this last week, and I think I talked about this, that Pittsburgh can't beat New England with field goals. So New England beat Pittsburgh. So next week is the Pro Bowl. And week after next is the Super Bowl. So we'll have Atlanta and New England in the Super Bowl. So that's going to be pretty exciting. So, hey, we're going to talk about it next Monday about my predictions as far as the Super Bowl. I got to kind of see where we go be at with this, with these NFL teams. I like Atlanta. Atlanta been playing pretty good. But New England has always been king supreme when it comes down to the Super Bowl. All right, so Monday Morning Hangover, guys. Get your cup of coffee. Let's talk. All right, so I see y'all guys coming in. I see y'all guys coming in the stream. What's up with you? I see y'all. Listen, I see everybody coming along. What's up with you? New England's going to shut shit down for the Dirty Birds. Look, that's what I'm saying. Like, New England has always been when it come down to Super Bowl, I mean, come on, man, they go. I don't know. I think New England might win. It would be nice if the Dirty Birds win, but I don't know. And my phone ringing. Yeah. So, good morning. Listen, I really appreciate that I'm able to do this Monday morning hangover. For some people, it's late at night. Some people, it's midday. Some people just not getting off of work. A lot of people always used to tell me, say, Eric, man, look, every time you do your streams, man, I just can't get to it because it's so late at night or I'm at work or stuff like that. So this is one of the reasons why I do this Monday morning hangover. All right. I see Mr. Skateboard King, but he called himself Mr. Booster King. I want to say what's up to Mr. Booster King. What's up with you? As a Saints fan, I can see how you want the Dirty Birds to win. Yeah, it's in our division. Since Atlanta is like my next door neighbor, yeah, man, I would love to see Atlanta win, even though we are rivals. I mean, we hate each other. But it would be nice for the Atlanta Falcons to win. All right, so how much sleep? Listen, I'm going to tell you, I am still tired. Look, if you haven't watched the battery test yet, please go and watch that battery test. Let me give you, and I was going to talk about this battery test, all right? Wow, man. Let me tell you something. This battery test took it out of me, guys. I am still extremely tired from this battery test. The battery test, I started it. All right, so let's go all the way back to Saturday. All right. Saturday, I worked at my business all day Saturday. And then I came and I did my stream Saturday night. I started my stream at 8 p.m. and I stopped my stream at 9 p.m. All right. About 9:15, 9:20 p.m., I started the battery test. All right. Wow, my goodness. The battery test did not end till like 10, 11 a.m. in the morning. All right. I mean, it was late. So I edited it. It took me about an hour to edit it and put it on YouTube. I think it was like 2 p.m. by the time I got that video on YouTube. All right. So I'm already a day and a half without sleep. And then once I got the video on YouTube, what happened? I got 50 notifications. I mean, the people was commenting on the video. So I stayed up. Answering people back on the video, right? I had some knuckle. Listen, could you believe this? This I want to talk about this. I really had some knuckleheads. This happens every time I do a battery test video, by the way. I have people that put negative comments. I deleted them. And if you look at the thumbs down, I couldn't believe that. Like, I really put a lot of time in this battery test video. And I had a couple of people, a few people, not a lot. I had like 4 or 5 idiots put negative comments in there. And I couldn't believe it. I mean, people put a negative comment, talk about the LG V20 battery life is better than that. Now, I've done a lot of battery tests, and now I get my LG fans snapping at me again. I did a lot of battery tests, and the LG V20 always was almost the first device to clunk out every time. So when the LG V20 clunked out, the first device, I mean, it is what it is, right? And every time I do something with the LG phones, I got these LG fans that's popping up in my streams. The LG V20, think about this. The LG V20 clunked out about 6 hours. That's normal. That it happens at every battery test that I do. But the LG fans hit my comment talking about, well, we could just swap out the battery. So we gonna give them a pass for having shitty battery life just because you could swap out the battery? Come on, man. So, I had like one person leave me a book on that battery test and gave me a thumbs down. I mean, I couldn't fandom that. Listen, that battery test took a lot out of me. It really did. That was the longest battery test that I ever done. I mean, that battery test literally took me 14 hours. Because 12 and a half hours for the battery test itself, plus another 2 hours of editing and putting it on YouTube. That was a 14-hour test. Plus, I mean, you talk about from Friday. I didn't even go to sleep from Friday night all the way to Sunday. I did not even go to sleep. All right. From Friday all the way to Sunday, I didn't even rest. And sometimes it hurts me, especially when you put in a lot of work and you got, some idiots, man, that put in the comments, give you thumbs down, and they don't even put the time in. That's the thing. They don't even put the time in, but they always, man, you know what? It hurts some YouTubers, and it make a lot of YouTubers get out the game. Because you have people that don't understand the time involved. You talking 14. Listen, I tell anybody, if you don't like the battery test, do it yourself. Go buy all the phones. Stay up for 12 hours and do it yourself. And so it blows my mind that when a person that never done a battery test, never even thought about doing something like this, all of a sudden getting your comment. And I'm saying to myself, you got to be kidding me, man. All right. let's see. Let's get back into it. Yeah, listen. Let me get back into y'all comments. I was upset with the Steelers. Hey, man, look, the Steelers played like that last week with nothing but field goals, man. So, hey, I do look shot. I am exhausted. I am very exhausted. I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. I mean, you talk about 2 days without sleep. And then I stayed up to try to watch the football games. Think about this. As soon as I put the video on YouTube, the football game started. So I try to watch the football games. And so I am definitely beat. And I'm going to try to, listen, it's Monday. So I got a schedule of videos that I want to shoot today. I got the Honor 8 video that I want to shoot today. Also, I want to do, God, I don't know why I want to set myself up for this, but I want to do another screen quality test. All right, so I don't know. Listen, I don't even know why I want to do this test, because I want to put the LG V20 back in it, because people, the LG fans is blah, 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 blah. I want to do another screen quality test, and I want to put the LG V20 back in it. Since I got the Mate 9, the Fab 2 Pro, and stuff like that, I want to put them all in that, right? And I want to do, I don't know, I'm on a fit. I'm not scared, but I know what the LG fans going to attack me if I put the V20 back in the screen quality tests. So I'm going to do that. Also, I want to do a comparison, because I got all the Snapdragon versions. I got the Snapdragon 616, 617. I got the Snapdragon 652. I got phones with the Snapdragon 810, 820, 825. I got the Kirin 950, the Kirin 960. All right. So I want to put all those phones together, and I want to do a benchmark test and see where we come from. I want to do a video about that, so y'all guys can see the progress between, the Kirin processors and the Snapdragon processors. So because I got all the phones. So I want to show you guys this a video on, the progress of Snapdragon versus the Kirin processors. Also, I want to do some speed and comparison tests between the upper echelon 821s versus the 960. All right. And I want to do a comparison between the 950, the Kirin 950, and the Kirin 960. All right. So I got all these videos that I want to do, and I want to start them today. So I got a lot of stuff I got to do. I am definitely exhausted, but, I just want to do what I got to do. All right, here we go. 12 hours is crazy. But look, you know what? I thought I was crazy. I found one video besides my video on YouTube that showed the Mate 9 with 12 plus hours of screen on time. I saw one video besides mine on YouTube about that. So I thought I was crazy with 12 hours of screen on time. But they do have one video out there that's showing the Mate 9 with 12 hours of screen on time. So I'm not the only one. That's what happened when you fuck with a battery champ like the Mate 9. I want to give a shout out to DJ. People are haters, man. They don't appreciate your hard work. I know. There's no pass. No passes in 2017. Talk about batteries. All right, so Samsung did a keynote address, or a press address. And listen, guys. Shouts out to Samsung, right? Think about this. When Apple had Antenna-Gate, what did Apple do? Apple didn't do a recall. Apple just sent people out bumpers and gave them the middle finger. Samsung did 2 recalls. And not only that, but they came up with a whole presser. I mean, they talked about it, deep talked about it with all these independent people and all this stuff. They got on stage, they talked about their results, they talked about everything. And then you got to give your hats off to Samsung, right? Think about what they're trying to do here. They're doing an 8-point system to ensure the battery of the up-and-coming devices is A1. Their top priority is quality. So Samsung is really all in on this quality battery stuff. They talk about, making sure that the devices are thick enough to have enough room for the battery. To give the battery a little more leeway. That's great. Listen, we tired of these thin phones. So that's a good thing. Also, Samsung talked about, maybe about a week or 2 weeks before the device is released, they're doing distinguished battery tests on it, drain tests, up tests, drain tests, reload tests, and all that stuff just before they even ship it out. Also, they got what it was 4 PhDs. It's 4 PhDs that's all in monitoring all this battery stuff. So, Samsung is really going all in on this, man. And listen, you got to give your hats out to it because they really trying to win. They're trying to win people back. With all the bad publicity, all the bad press about the Samsung batteries and stuff, man, it's good to see that, and it's good to see independent studies. It's good to see this stuff, man. It really is. I want to say what's up to C. Will. The Galaxy S6, worst battery life ever. And you're right. When I had the Galaxy S6, oh my goodness, man, you talk about a very, very bad battery. The Galaxy S6 is probably, woof. You're right. You're right. LG, too many LG trolls out there. Yeah. Good morning, Who Dat? What's up with you? I want to say Who Dat to my Who Dat fans out there. If you are new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. I do this every Monday morning. I got 3 live streams a week, guys. I do Monday morning hangover. All right, because we had a long weekend. Everybody been hustling and drinking. Get your coffee. All right, because it's Monday morning hangover. And we have Wednesday night tech talk. All right, Wednesday night tech talk, which is at 8 p.m. my time, Central Standard Time, and Saturday night tech talk, which is 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right, so yeah, 28.9, yeah. What kind of videos are you doing with the Honor 8? I am with the Honor 8. I'm putting it against the Mate 9. Listen, I love the cameras on the Honor 8. But people are saying that the Mate 9 cameras is king supreme. So I will have to put it to the test. I'm going to do a camera review between the Honor 8 and the Mate 9. And I'm got a lot of footage. I'm going to do some low light footage. I'm going to do, my normal camera review, put them side by side so you guys can see. So it ain't like, it's not my opinion. I want you guys to see this. So I think the Mate 9 and the Honor 8 cameras, listen, I like the camera system on the Honor 8. But when I did the Galaxy S7 versus the Mate 9, a lot of people in the comments was leaning towards the Mate 9 versus the Galaxy S7. So I'm going to put the Honor 8 against the Mate 9 and see what it's all about. So I'm going to try to have it. Listen, I'm going to try to do that video today. Try to have that out tonight. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, good job. Yeah, I have the V20 and I hate the device. Listen, look, when I did the video, listen, I already knew the V20 was gonna be the first one to clunk out. And actually, the only reason why I resurrected the V20 because of the large community of LG fans that's been slamming me in social media right now. All right, they've been slamming me on my YouTube channel because they think that the V20 is better than what I'm saying it is. Then all of a sudden I resurrected the V20 and I do the battery test and it lose. See, that's the thing. Oh my God, think about this. The LG fans like, oh man, it's way better than what you think. Okay, cool. I put it against normal devices and they lose. And now somebody put in the comments, well, I'm putting it against 1080p screen. See, I knew that was gonna happen, right? But the Fab 2 Pro has a Quad HD display, and it still beat the LG V20. So I had devices with Quad HD displays in the battery test, and it still got beat. So I don't hear that crap about 1080p versus Quad HD. Now, I've done battery tests on my YouTube channel where phones with Quad HD beat 1080p screens. So That argument, and listen, we got to stop giving them a pass. Just because it has a quad HD, so we supposed to suck when it comes down to battery life because it has a quad HD? It's up to the manufacturer to give us better quality battery optimization and stuff like that. We got to stop this, man. We got to stop giving them a pass. All right. Karen seemed to be pretty good. Karen is number one. What's up? I say old tech time in a bit. I'm getting some of these comments out the way. And oh, by the way, let me also address this. A lot of people leave in the comments say, Eric, what is you talking about? Okay, so when I'm live streaming, this is a live stream, by the way. A lot of people don't know that neither. This get uploaded to YouTube. When this get uploaded to YouTube, all you guys' comments go away. All you guys' comments go away. So once this video get uploaded to YouTube, every comment gets eliminated. So what I'm doing right now for the people that's watching this video that's already uploaded to YouTube, I am reading on my monitor right here people's comments. All right. And so I'm answering people's comments as they come. Sometimes I have to explain this in every video because I have a lot of people that don't know about live streaming. Also, I want to address people that's watching this on YouTube too, that this is not a review. Somebody left a comment, a couple of comments saying that, Eric, why is my reviews is 3 hours long? Can you make your review 5 minutes? And my explanation to that individual is that I never have reviews over 10 minutes or 15 minutes. My reviews about, if I have a long review, it's about 10, 11 minutes. That's it. But most of my reviews are usually under 10 minutes. These are called live streams. All right. When I'm live streaming, this is not considered a review. I like to explain that because I did not know in this YouTube game that you have to explain yourself so much to people that just really don't know, or they just don't. And they listen. Second of all, let me also explain to some of the new people. I have done battery tests before, and I knew this was going to happen with this battery test. People put in the comments that all kinds of stuff like I've never done a battery test before. All right. Also, people put in comments about devices that I did not have in this battery test. And I have done battery tests with the Pixel. I've done battery tests with all the iPhones. I've done battery tests with the Honor 8. I've done battery tests with the OnePlus 3. I've done battery tests in the past with all different devices. So for people that thought that this was my first battery test, I apologize. I've done many battery tests with different devices, all mixed up in there. And hopefully, if the people that's watching this live stream or watch this on YouTube, if you do have any questions or concerns that you want to talk to me directly, please come on my live streams. And also, if it's overwhelming with questions, I can open up the phone lines so you guys can call me and express and talk to me about the questions that you may have. Or you could type it down here and I will answer your questions. These are what the live streams are for. The live streams are for you guys so you can ask me the questions. A lot of people, listen, I give people passes because I think some people just never saw my YouTube channel before. And I think people jump the gun and put comments in without doing their research. So it's mind-boggling to me that Also, let me address one more thing before we get into anything else. All right. It hurts me when people attack my integrity. All right. Somebody made a comment saying that that's not the iPhone 7 Plus. Now, if you watch my YouTube channel, I've done unboxings of iPhone 7 Plus all day long. You saw me unbox iPhone 7, iPhone 7 Plus. I have a glass screen protector on the iPhone 7 Plus. That's why it looks. Listen, when you have a glass screen protector on the device, it's thick, right? It's not flush. So the home button looks like an iPhone 6S or looks like an iPhone 6S Plus because of the raised glass screen protector on the device. So immediately when people see that, they don't understand that I've done a video of a glass screen protector on the iPhone 7, right? Everybody, listen, everybody that watched my YouTube channel see that. Now I got a glass screen protector on the iPhone 7. That means it's raised above the home screen, above the home button. We all know that the iPhone 7 home button is flush. But I got a glass screen protector on it. That means it's raised above the home button. So it may appear that since the glass screen protector is above the home button, it may appear that the phone may look like an iPhone 6S. Listen, all Apple products look the same anyway. All right. So for the person that questioned my integrity, please watch my YouTube channel before you question my integrity. All right. I had one commenter that questioned my integrity. I stayed up for 14 hours doing this battery test, and you have one clown that questioned my integrity. And that's, wow, man, wow. It don't even matter. The iPhone 7 freaking crashed. It crashed, by the way. I don't know why. It showed you on the video. I'm like, God, what happened? All right. So it crashed. So it don't even matter at that point. And the thing about it is, I would love for people to do their research before they hit me in the comments. So I just like to address that too. All right, Monday grind, yes. All right, let me get into your comments here, guys. Samsung got to make sure. Yes, they do. Samsung battery problem started with the Galaxy S6. Yeah. Good morning, A-Tech in the building. A-Tech for Android. Good morning. How you doing? I'm a huge, listen, I know DJ is a huge Honor 8 lover. And he's getting the Mate 9 Pro. I know he's been putting that in the VIP section. He's getting the Mate 9 Pro. Look, I was going to get the Mate 9 Pro. And DJ, one of my VIPs, he got pretty good with a pretty good price. I saw the Mate 9 Pro almost $900. Man, it's a very, very expensive device to buy for $900. If you go to Amazon, it's like 860 something bucks. But by the time, again, I always say 900 is because by the time you buy a case and a screen protector and stuff like that, the price goes up to $900+. So I got the Mate 9. And the Mate 9 Pro looks awesome. I mean, actually, with the curves and everything, look more like a Note 7 without the S Pen. And it looks gorgeous. It looks like a gorgeous device. I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm going to pull the trigger on the Mate 9 Pro. But I'm quite sure DJ is going to let us all know in the VIP section how he liked the device. Also, Techzilla got the Pro too. So, yeah. Karen, everybody talk about Karen. I have the G5 already been discounted. Yeah. See, the G5 is cheap right now. The Honor 8 is the best purchase of 2016. No passes in 2017. Guys, I don't know how much I got to stress this. I would not give phones passes in 2017. You might hear a lot of tech reviewers that might give a phone a pass for certain things. Not me. I'm not going to give no passes in 2017. I'm going to tell you why. I look at it two ways. Anything that's over the $450 to listen, I'm going to say this. Anything over $500. Anything over $500, listen, it becomes a flagship, period. In the story. Anything under $500, I could give it a pass on compromises on certain things, okay? Because it's under $500. Anything over $500 is no compromising. I am not compromising on any device at a $600, $700, $800, $900 price point. I'm just not doing it. No passes in 2017. All right. At first, I did like the J7. J7. Yeah, actually, you know what? I was going to get the J7. A lot of people talked about the J7 and the quality of the J7. So I would love to hear some of your comments about the J7. Um, let's see. I got it for $770. That's the thing. I've seen it for $869. So $770 is a good deal for it. And if I can find it, look, hit me up, DJ in the VIP. Maybe I might buy it for $770. But for $900, man, that's a very steep price. That's a very steep price. All right. I'm a firm believer that you no longer have to spend over $500 to get top notch. I agree with you, DJ. I agree 100%. Think about this. The flagships of 2017 has to beat the flagships of 2016. Think about this. Anything that's coming out with 820s and 821 processors, right? Wait a minute. You have to think about this for a second. Anything that's coming out in 2017 with 820s and 821 processors, well, you can think about, hell, I could get an 820, 821 processor for 2016 cheap. Give you a prime example. The Lico Lee Pro 3, right? Listen, a lot of people really hate the software on here, right? But it has the 821 processor in here. That means that this device could be rooted and booted with all kinds of custom ROMs on this thing. Even if you don't like the stock ROM that's on this device, it has all the specs. So you could take a Lico Lee Pro 3, go to XDA developers. I'm quite sure they have a ton of development for this device. And if you don't like the stock ROM that's on here, change it. And you got an 821 processor with a fast ROM on here for $300. This will get you through 2017, no problem. Listen, the benchmark test on this device is enormous. This is a fast device. Everything works with this device fast except the camera. The camera is not that great on here. But for $300, you're getting top of the line specs. Even when you're looking at devices like this, right? 6 gigs of RAM. This is the Zenfone 3 Deluxe. 6 gigs of RAM, $400. 821 processor. So what I'm saying? So you got devices that have 820, 821 processor that cost like $300 and $400. The problem is that a lot of people, it's not stock. It's just not stock Android. But that's an easy fix if you want to tinkle around with it. You know, I mean, if you want to tinkle around with it, you can. The Lico Lee Pro 3 is an 821. The Zenfone 3, 821. I mean, you got all these devices. Look, the OnePlus 3T, 821. OnePlus 3, 820. All these devices cost under $500. That is the key. That means that the flagships supposed to bring more to the table. That's the key. You just can't come with an 820 processor, 4 gigs of RAM at an $800 price point. You just can't do it. Not in 2017. But we listen, we got to stop giving them a pass. Think about this. You cannot come out with an 820, 821 processor, 4 gigs of RAM, 4 gigs of RAM, right? At an $800 price point, $800 price point. You just can't do it. When you got so many devices that got 6 gigs of RAM, 821 processor. You got the Zenfone 3 AR with 8 gigs of RAM and an 821 processor. Come on, man. You got the people. You got to step up. HTC, you got to step up. ZTE. Come on, man. You look. People asking me, Eric, what is the deal? Why am I so hard on phones? Why are they calling me the tech preacher? Why am I nitpicking? I mean, come on, man. The phone only costs $200, $300, $400. Why are you hard on phones? Why are you hard on devices? Why are you hard? It's because I believe that OEMs are lazy. I believe that, listen, you ought to get more better bang for your buck. Listen, I ain't nowhere in the world I could recommend somebody paying $700 and $800 for a phone and it's not top notch. Think about it. We in 2017. Here are your specs for 2017 for flagships. 830s, 835 processor, 6 or 8 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of internal storage, micro SD card support if they want to do it, right? Quad HD display, 35 to 4,000 milliamp battery. Done. That's the specs. That is the specs. People have listen to what I just said. That is the specs of a flagship of 2017. Ain't no, all the rest of that crap, that you can sweep that under the rug. Everything else should be under $500. Everything else should be. I don't care about no damn software. That ain't nothing but a grime. I don't want to hear that crap. Well, we gonna have IAR and all this stuff, and no, what they call it, machine learning and all that. Man, that ain't nothing but software. I don't want to hear that crap. No. I want top of the line specs for the money that I'm going to spend. That's it. Forget all that crap. You know what I'm saying? People giving them a pass. It ain't no pass. If you're going to be a flagship, the stuff that I just named is flagship worthy. Everything else is called mid-tier, low end. Listen, you're going to hear me say stuff like, hey, this is a mid-tier phone with a high-end price. It's a mid-tier phone with a high. And people go hit me in the comments, what the hell are you talking about? 820s and stuff is mid-tier. Listen, 820s is 2016, guys. This is 2017. That's considered mid. That ain't high. That ain't flagship. 820s and 820 processor in 2017 is considered mid, not high. And that's not a flagship. So, hey, one thing, if you know something, you got a device cheaper that you could never buy a device. Let's see, makes you wonder why Samsung and other makes their changes so much for so many specs. Look, hey, let's think about this. Samsung go bring the thunder. We talked about this a lot. Think about this. Let me tell y'all guys this, right? Everybody talking about 1080p's and how good they are and the quality of it. Ooh, this 1080p looks so good on the device until you pop it into VR. All right, a lot of people say, well, I don't know VR. I understand that. But what happens? People arguments always say, well, Apple doesn't have a 2K display. They say that 1080p screens give you better battery life. A lot of people say 1080p screens give you cheaper devices. All right. A lot of people say, well, if you get a good 1080p panel, then you won't see no difference between a 1080p screen and a Quad HD. Let me tell you something, man. Sometimes you fooling yourself. You take a 1080p and you pop it in VR, and listen, 2K displays, when you pop it in VR, you see pixels. So could you imagine when you pop a 1080p? I don't give a damn how good the panel is. It's 1080p, all right? You pop a 1080p in VR, even with 2K displays, you drop it in VR and it looks pixelated. So a 1080p, you drop it in VR, is going to be very pixelated, right? As far as battery life, we don't give them a pass. I don't give a damn if it's a 1080p or Quad HD. It's up to the manufacturer, the OEM, to make sure you got good battery life, period. We got to start giving them a pass on that. Also, the argument of 2017 about 1080p on the iPhone is about to come to a head. Rumor has it that Apple is about to come out with 2K displays, guys. So that 1080p argument is almost done, right? And think about this for the 1080p lovers out there, that if Samsung drops a 4K display, it's going to make a 1080p look like a 480p screen, right? And if Samsung drop a 2K display, if Motorola, Lenovo, with the Moto Z series come out with a 4K display, or even one of them pop out a foldable display, it makes 1080p like a dinosaur. That means that anything that has a 1080p should be priced under a $500 price point at that point. All right. So don't get caught up in all the hype about a good 1080p panel and all that. That's BS. Right. I don't listen, man. Look, it's my fault. I apologized last week about me giving passes for 1080p screens in 2016. I did. In 2017, I will not give a 1080p screen a pass. Now, I will buy phones that have 1080p screens, but in my review and me talking as I talk about the device, I will always criticize that device having a 1080p screen. And it all depends on the price point. Now, I would not criticize a $400 phone with a 1080p screen. I will criticize a phone that's $600 with a 1080p screen. I will do that. When you're looking at Samsung dropping a possible 4K display, that it's going to make the 1080p look like a dinosaur. It makes the 1080p screen look like it's non and void. It takes a 1080p and it makes people like me and tech reviewers tell people that at a $600 $700 price point, it's a do not buy. That's almost funeralizing a phone at a $700 price point with a 1080p. So listen, it's all my opinion. A lot of people love 1080p's because of they knowledge and they love what they love. But hey, it is what it is. I mean, I can't never change people's minds on 1080p versus, but I'm saying you look at a phone like the Honor 8 at a $299 price point. Now, I would tell you that 1080p is fantastic on that device. But damn it, boy, what if they would have put a Quad HD on that sucker at the same price point? That phone would shut it down. And I'm telling you, at this point of 2017, the Honor 8 is still shut it down. I mean, right now, what phone at a $200 price point could beat the Honor 8 in 2017? None. At this point, none of the ZTE phones can do it. So what phone of 2017 right now could beat the Honor 8? Nothing. Wow, that goes a long way in a device that was released in 2016 that can still mop the floor with devices of 2017. So I want to say what's up to Timothy in the building. Still on my Honor 8. Yes. And hey, look, I think at a under $400 price point, the gold standard is the Honor 8. Every device that comes out under the $400 price point has to compete against the Honor 8. And if they can't compete against the Honor 8, they already done. Period. Any device that's above the $500 price point has to compete with the Galaxy S8, has to compete with other devices that comes out at that price point. So with all that said and done, we have a long year. It's only January. Look, we got device wars going on in January, and Mobile World Congress not even here yet. It's going to be a very good year. It's intense. I love the debate. But it's intense right now. What's up? Unless I want to say what's up to South Carolina in the building. What's up with you? Spur for Life in the building. What's up? I want to give you a shout out because that's what I do here. What's up, South Carolina in the building? How's the weather down there? Is y'all toasty? Are y'all cold down there? What's going on in over South Carolina? You know, there was a rapper in South Carolina that I used to listen to. Oh man, I can't remember this. He was always on a mixtape of the Wu Clan or something. Hold on, I can't remember this rapper. He come from South Carolina. I used to listen to a lot. He used to be on a lot of mixtape with DJ Jelly out of Atlanta, and he did some bars. On a mixtape with DJ Jelly. Look, I'm a DJ Jelly fan for everybody that's in Atlanta. I used to go to Atlanta to buy DJ Jelly mixtapes, and I used to go to the flea market and to buy DJ Jelly stuff. Also, I used to get a couple of partners that used to send me DJ Jelly CDs from Atlanta. So I am definitely a DJ Jelly fan, but they have a rapper that's in South Carolina that I used to listen to. I can't remember his name. I'm cleaning and listening to you on my Bluetooth. That's a win for you. Look, that's cool. A lot of people that's like getting ready to do the exercising, you know what I'm saying? They'll pop me in, and it's pretty cool. I've been using the XL7 Mini. I'm impressed. Yes, that's the thing. All right, that's the thing. When you got the XL7, right? XL7, but they got the XL7 Mini. Cheap. See, the XL7 Mini is more like going after the Moto G4, right? Ain't the Moto G4 like $199? All right, so the Moto G4, the XL7 Mini, those devices was the ones that's going head to head with each other because of the price point. Listen, with the build quality of the XL7 Mini, it's an outstanding device. Outstanding. Listen, better than what ZTE offering is right now. You know, I mean, I don't know, man. Look, I'm looking at the ZTE V Blade and stuff. Listen, I talk about this. You got phones that look like Beyonce. You got phones that look like Peaches. The XL7 Mini, right? It's a Beyonce phone. Beautiful. Crafted. Masterpiece. All right, the ZTE Blade 9 is a Peaches phone. Ugly. Terrible looking. Band-Aid back. Look like a Galaxy S5. It's not a pass. It's an ugly device. It's a Peaches phone. Now, a lot of people say they like the functionality of the device. They like the way the screen look and stuff like that. It's 1080p, 5.5. I mean, it's $200, $229. So they give it a pass. And look, hey, to each his own. But when it comes down to design, it's a Peaches phone. It's not a Beyonce. And look, I started that. I know I started this. Y'all know I'm crazy. I do different things. But the XL7 is crafted. It's a masterpiece. It's beauty, right? It's a Beyonce phone. It's quality. It's beautiful. It performs well, right? And listen, going off of what I see from the ZTE phone, I call it a Peaches. Listen, I got to get the phone in hand, all right? But looking at the design from a lot of renders, a lot of people drawing cases on it real quick to hire some of the horror, it's got to be considered a Peaches phone. It's a Peaches phone. All right. Let's see. You're going to have a woman named Peaches go after you. All right, so let me define Peaches. From the movie, all right, it's a movie. And the character name was Peaches. Listen, they got a lot of ladies that name Peaches that look very good. I'm referring to a movie. So a lot of people that watch the movie, they understand what I mean by Peaches versus a Beyonce. Peaches comes from the movie, guys. Hey, look, let me also express that on my YouTube channel, I'm 98% got males versus females. So I have no female clientele on my YouTube channel. None. None. I have zero, almost, and that's a shame. I really want to go after the female community. But the thing about it is when it comes down to tech, you don't really have a lot of female techies out there. All right. So that's why I don't have a lot of female. But look, if I was talking about the housewives of Atlanta, if I was talking about all that social media stuff, I would get a lot of females. But when I'm talking tech and specs and phones and tablets and computers and hardware and software and Kirin 950s and Kirin 960s and 1080p screens and 1440p screens, I'm talking in Japanese to women. Women don't understand none of that crap. And women don't know nothing about that. Look, I talk to my wife about this stuff, and I talk about processors and stuff like that. She look at me like, what? What is you talking about? See, that's what I'm saying. Women, look, shouts out to the tech ladies out there that I haven't met yet. I did meet some tech reviewers that own YouTube channels. All right. But as far as the lady fans out there that watch tech YouTube, it's very, very small. It's a small community. Very small community. I sent you a link on Telegram for the Mate 9 Pro. All right, thank you. Hey, you shouldn't have done that. I might go in and order that thing. What's up with you, Perry? I got the Peaches reference that you did. You didn't mean Precious. Or you shouldn't be me. You know what? I might be wrong. Oh man, you know what? I may be wrong. I might be talking about Precious. Look, I've been saying this for weeks, man. Yeah, you know what? I may be getting this wrong. Yeah. Look, Richard. Oh, man, I can't listen. I've been talking about Peaches. I might be talking about Precious. Yeah, from the movie, right? Oh, man, I've been talking about this so long, right? I might be talking about this so long. Hey, look, you know what's so funny? When I say Peaches, everybody like already know what I'm talking about. So, yeah. Yeah, we might be talking about. Listen. I'm gonna have to go back and watch this movie. I thought for sure that this girl in this movie was Peaches. Not, and you might be right. You might be right about Precious. Oh man, look. Somebody hit me up in the comments. Am I right here or wrong? Is the girl named Peaches or Precious? I've been saying Peaches. I don't know why I've been talking about this for weeks. And no wonder why some people have been to hit me in the comments like, what is you talking about, Peaches? But I've been talking about this movie. Everybody know about Peaches, the girl. I forgot her name. I mean, she, oh, man, it's so many actors in this. And, man, listen, somebody hit me in the comments. But I'm about to go back and watch this movie. All right, and it's just a reference to a movie. All right, we might be talking about this. It's all good. Now I apologize to all nickname. The chick's nickname Peaches. All right, all right. It referenced that the chick's name is Peaches. Oh wait, is it Peaches or Precious? I thought it was Peaches, but it may be Precious. Hold on a second. All right, Precious. Okay. All right, so it's Precious. All right, it's her name. All right, okay. Okay. Yes. All right, yeah. All right, so all right. Her name is Precious. All right, cool. So we go, all right. So now, to start today, since now I know I've been wrong calling Peaches and Beyonce, we all know who a Beyonce is, right? Starring Monique. Right. So we talking about Precious, not Peaches. So oh my God. Hey man, look, it's all I love this community. One thing I like about y'all guys is that I don't mind getting corrected, man. It's all good. So let's go back into it real quick. So let me recap my statement. The X-on 7 beautiful, handcrafted device. Precious device, right? And the ZTE phone is a precious. It was a movie about that fat girl, right? But I'm talking about the looks. It's not about the weight. We talk about the looks of Precious. All right, we talk about the looks. But I'm so glad y'all guys knew what I was talking about. All right, guys. So we're almost at the top of the hour. Listen. We got the Pro Bowl next Sunday. All right. And after that, then we have the Super Bowl. So, man, I got a lot of. Listen, I'm gonna do this video with the Honor 8. I'm gonna try to get that out today. All right, cause I know DJ is very, very much. It's because since he got the Pro coming. All right, he really want to get detail on what's the difference between the Honor 8 and the Pro. And so I'm gonna dedicate some of these videos just for DJ. The next couple of videos I'm making this for DJ because he's getting ready for the Pro. But he's an Honor 8 fan. So I'm going to take the Honor 8 and I'm going to make some videos with the Honor 8 versus the Mate 9 because he's getting the Mate 9 Pro. It's about the same device. The only thing difference is that the Mate 9 Pro doesn't have micro SD card support and it doesn't... but it has 128 gigs and the design. It's a beautiful design. That's the difference between the Mate 9 Pro and the Mate 9. But everything, all the guts and everything is still the same. So I want to put the Honor 8 against the Mate 9. So when he gets his Mate 9 Pro, he already know which one gonna be King Supreme. So I'm gonna do that just for DJ in the next couple of days. I don't like the Falcons, but I'll go for it because it's NFC. Yeah. Yes. He is seriously calling them peaches. And yeah, look. Look. But yeah, hey, I'm so glad I got corrected. So it's Precious. All right. And I can tell you, this Honor 8 is a Beyonce. I'm gonna put the Honor 8 against the Mate 9. And guys, if y'all haven't, if you haven't saw that battery test video, I'm gonna tell you right now. I do a battery test video once a month. But I probably won't put the Mate 9, knowing that it's a 12-hour battery life, in the battery test for a while because I already know what the battery is on it. That means that other devices have to come close to that 12-hour battery. And so it's no longer needed to put the Mate 9 in the battery test. And look, woo, I'm gonna have to do like split shifts. I had to get somebody else to take my place or something to do a battery test. That was brutal. Let me tell y'all guys something, man. You talk about exhaust. I'm still exhausted over the battery test. I mean, like I said, I stayed up for 2 days doing this battery test. And you do not have a lot of tech reviewers that do stuff like that. No, matter of fact, it was one person I saw do a battery test well, not the way I did it. But they did a very fast forward video. I don't know how I seen the video, but me, I stayed up old school, and I every hour, every couple of hours, you know what I mean? I'm looking at them like, God, I'm looking at them like, this phone is at 49%, and it's like 7 hours. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. When would it die? That was the Mate 9. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna make a lot of videos about the Mate 9. But, whoo, my goodness. Listen, I see a lot of people. Look, let me address this about the Mate 9 before I leave. Right? If everybody, listen, your mileage may vary. You got to think about it. If you got all pop emails coming in. You on social media all day. You making phone calls. You got Bluetooth headphones in. You got your brightness level above 50%. You got music playing, streaming YouTube, watching YouTube videos. Man, your mileage, your battery life will not be 12 hours. A lot of people feel like, well, I ain't never got nothing but 6 hours of screen on time with the Mate 9. That's about right. Because it all depends on what you're doing on the phone. Think about this. When I'm running video playback on the Mate 9, it's the Keyring processor optimized. The optimization of the Keyring processor probably don't even have no cores running to do video playback. You might have 1 or 2 cores running out of all the cores that's in the Keyring 960. That means that since it's only doing video playback, all the cores is not running. That means you get outstanding battery life. So you got to think about the optimization of the Keyring processor versus, because it's all in-house. So that's why like phones like the iPhone 7s and all the iPhones get good well, the pluses, not the regular ones, the pluses get good battery life because you have optimized software and hardware intertwined. So when you watching YouTube videos or you watching videos, you get very good battery life because it's nothing else running, no cores. All the cores are being underclocked, so it can give you a longevity as far as battery life. So I think that's the thing that a lot of people don't understand about what happened with the Mate 9. And I was shocked about the Mate 9 also. So a lot of people got to understand that too with the Mate 9. It's the Keyring processor that's in the device that's optimized. And for video playback, you're going to get longevity as far as video playback on the device. It also, like Lewis told me in the comments, the Mate 9 is a new device. So the batteries are new. So you're going to get new stuff with new this and new that. Everything that's new is going to function new. Everything going to be new. Come back in 6 months and see if it's going to run 12 hours. Listen, I agree with that. Come back in 6 months and see if it's going to run 12 hours. It probably won't because the depletion of the battery. So I do understand what Lewis is saying, that since the device is new, you're going to get everything that's going to happen fast. Everything going to be fluid. Everything going to look good. Everything going to be good. I mean, everything going to be perfect about the device is because it's new. I just took it out the pack about a week ago, so everything is new. So I do agree with Lewis. The Honor 8 is Rihanna sexy. I get 3.5 hours. Look, I do have battery tests with the Honor 8. I do have battery tests with the Honor 8. And you know what? The Honor 8 really oh man. It's not as good of battery tests. It wasn't that great. So check it out. I got the battery tests of the Honor 8 on my YouTube channel. So check it. It's interesting. It's interesting if you want to check it out. All right, guys. It's the top of the hour. This your boy Eric from Easy Computer Solutions. I really appreciate y'all guys for coming through. And I'll be here Wednesday, guys. And listen, DJ, be looking out for that video, man. I'm about to go film it. I'm hyped up now. I'm tired, but I'm hyped. So I'm about to go film this video get this video up by WWE time. Because if I don't get it by wrestling time, it's going to be tomorrow. So I'm going to try to get that video out before WWE tonight because I'm all in on WWE, guys. So once 7 o'clock hit, I'm in the TV watching wrestling. So I really appreciate y'all coming, man. And hopefully I address all the commenters that commented. If you ever watched a battery test video, please go and take a peep at it. If you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. And if I didn't answer your question, please hit me up in the VIP. If you want to become a VIP, hit me up. Also Wednesday I got my live tech talk, and Saturday has my live tech talk. Thank y'all guys for coming. I see you guys. Peace. Well, you say, how long is your show? Oh, well, on Mondays, I like to keep it to an hour. All right. On Wednesdays and Saturdays, it's no boundaries there. But on Mondays, I like to keep it to an hour. Um, so yeah, I like to keep it down to an hour. I don't want to be on it because I like people to go back and look at it. And a lot of people don't like to look at 3 or 4 hour long videos, but they'll look at this one because it's an hour long. So I really appreciate that. Thank y'all guys. I see y'all Wednesday. Peace.